Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the world famous Live from the Corner. Bridgie Taylor right here. My man, my ace, my mellow. Hey, y'all, McDowell, what's up, man?
Man, what it do out there, man? Worldwide, locally, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Whoever's out there listening, just, hey, what's up with y'all, man?
You know what? Out of 190 countries, 153. So check this out. Wherever you are, you listen to us right now.
You dig
know what I'm saying?
You dig
right now, listen to us right now. Or you should be, or you
with
should be
your
watching
heart.
us.
You're listening with your hearts out there, you know?
With your eyes,
Yeah.
your ears, and your heart.
Yeah, man.
As you can tell, we all have a full show, a full stage right here. I got some very good friends of mine. I got the soon-to-be, in the making, world famous DJ Soyo.
Right.
World
Chopped
famous
up.
locally.
Locally world famous.
New York, maybe some people know me.
Homegrown.
And to my right, we have the man with the swag. We have the hostess with the mostest. We have the documentary maker extraordinaire, Samara Swaggart, who you might recognize from having a show on this very station some time ago.
That's right. How's it going?
Pretty good, man.
All right.
So, as you can tell, we got some different voices up here. We want to shed light on some things they have coming up, some projects they have going on. Of course, this is, we are gentlemen here, so we want to do ladies first. If we'll do ladies first, so DJ Soyo, what's up? What's going on with you?
Let me see. Well, I'm part of the DC Vinyl Heads.
Shout out to Vinyl Heads. Shout out to Vinyl Heads.
We are based out of DC, and we are just a group of DJs who are still collecting vinyl. And to keep the art form going, we just share events where we all bring our own vinyl and have everybody party with us. And we do that. We have several events throughout the city, once a month or a week, depending on the venue. You can check us out at DC Vinyl Heads. That's with a Z at the end.com, and you can see all the events, all the DJs, and that kind of thing. If you love vinyl, if you just love hip hop, if you love music, all that good stuff, that is a group for you in all our events. In addition to that, let's see, here comes the list. I'm also on Scratch Vision along with these two gentlemen. We have a show called the G-Mix, and so on that show, we basically, we are more like I want to say mature hip-hop talk.
No way. We are a mature, everyday struggle.
True
indeed.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So we discuss music, how it affects people, when it came out, we go memory lane, and then we also talk about the future of good music, people that don't normally get talked about, but we know that they have great talent. We're not about insulting people, we're about uplifting people. So that's kind of how we do, just like the corner of the world where we could talk about the stuff we like without having all the other noise from people we don't like. That's kind of like a good way to describe it. And of course, my own events. I'm at on U Street on Lounge 3 every Saturday and Sunday. Especially, we just started the third Sunday of every month, where we actually collect items for the homeless, like toothbrushes, toothpaste, socks,
like that,
things like that. You can reach out to me, DJ SOYO, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I can give you the list. But basically, we partnered up with Thrive DC, who helps the homeless. It's not a shelter, but what they do is help the homeless have some dignity, help them keep their dignity. Like they need a shower, they provide some clean clothes, backpacks, so they can have things that they need for their everyday life, and that kind of stuff. So I thought it was a good match, and it was. So I think that's all I have right now. I can't think of anything else right now. If it comes up, I'll bring it up again.
So let me ask you a question. I know you're partnership with Live DC, right? How did that come about? Did I say that right, Live DC?
Live DC or Thrive DC?
Thrive DC. I'm sorry. I'm not here right now.
The organization?
Yeah. So how did that come about with you making that collaboration?
I was thinking about all the stuff that's going on in the world. I mean, I think everybody just feels overwhelmed now with just slump. Like it just feels like overwhelming. You don't know what to do. You want to do something good, but you just don't know what. So I felt like, this was an easy way. I'm like, I'm already there. All you have to do is bring us stuff. There's a CVS literally across the street. So if you don't have a chance to go to the store, you could just go across the street and get something and donate it. But, go to whenever you get a chance, just something good to feel like you're helping your community. And I feel like they will be a domino to keep going. Like somebody else think of another idea. Hey, I could do better. Please do,
And is this going to be a year-round
yes,
thing?
once a month, the third Sunday of every month. And let's see how it works. If we can make it bigger,
Well, maybe live from the corner, maybe we can, contribute, partner with you all.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
All right. Bet.
Dr. Swag, man.
What's good?
What's good with you?
Oh, chilling, brother. Chilling.
So, little birdie told me that you are working on a documentary. Is that true?
That's correct, Mundo. Yeah.
What's the documentary about?
Without getting too much of the specifics, because sometimes
Can't give it away.
Because you got a lot of people that are hungry out here, starving for content. But it's kind of chronicling women through time, and it's some real good stuff. Like I just kind of jotted down some of the people that are already in the film. Like I filmed Dr. Wilmer Leon from SiriusXM. He's on there. Dr. Julianne Malveaux, Anthony Browder from Hidden Colors, Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu, the sisters from Black and Missing Foundation. Like they're the ones that go and they search for like kids that are missing. Abiyu Dunoyewale from The Last Poets. He's in there. Zaza Ali, I just spoke to her this week, so she agreed to sign on. Dr. Chantella Sherman. A lot of good heavy hitters. We're going to be tackling some real good issues, and it's very pertinent for women. I think it's going to be a game changer, and it's going to be a doozy. I'll put it to you like that. It's going to be a doozy.
So what made you want to do this type of documentary?
For me, it was very easy. It came from a conversation that we had on my boy's patio one summer. Everybody had their girls and their wives out on the porch, and we were just kind of talking about, what's going on between men and women, and the future of relationships and things of that nature, and it just kind of all snowballed from there. And I was like, oh, I think there's something here that needs to be unpacked that is still just in the corner, and that's what the documentary.
So, what kind of message are you trying to convey?
It's going to be an empowerment. It's going to be an empowerment message, letting women know the greatness that they come from, reminding them, and to definitely seek out more, making sure they have a seat at the table in the future, And I just leave it at that. But it's going to be very, very, very good. If I let the cat out the bag.
No. I
because
remember because we've had a lot of talks, about it, and you told me some things. I was like, I wanted to have you on because, with some of the things that we talk off screen about, it doesn't seem to be, given light, doesn't seem to be represented. Especially, I think, real quick,
sure.
We mentioned about like the Disney cartoons and the image that it portrays to little girls.
Oh yeah, man, it's terrible. I mean, like the Hollywood entertainment industry has definitely done a disservice to, especially young black girls. Real quick, you can look at cartoons, and you see when you were growing up, how many cartoons did you see or video games did you see that had black girls in it as the princess or the object or the star? All right, but see, Mario Brothers, what was the objective?
To save the white princess.
Okay, Zelda.
Save the white princess.
Double Dragon, the video game.
Yeah, same
Okay,
thing.
She-Ra. It has always been about, edifying white women. But you've never seen young black girls being the video game princess that you should fight for, that you should die for, that you should go to war for, And so I'm putting a spin somewhat on that. That's just when you start thinking about unpacking that, that's like it's major.
Yeah, come think about it. I don't think Disney took them 200 years to come up with a black princess. with the Princess and the Frog.
Well,
So
let's go a little deeper.
Princess Young, right, okay.
Let's go a little deeper. Think about this: the Miss America that started in the 1930s. When was the first black Miss America?
what, 1980, I think. That was
Vanessa Williams. So you mean decades go by? You mean to tell me there's no? But
Well,
it were taken away from her?
yeah, and that was because of what was they saying, like, oh, salacious
Yeah, some
dress or
Playboy
whatever.
pictures, yeah, right.
But you mean to tell me decades can pass from 1930s, almost 5 decades, 6 decades go by, and there's no black woman that's beautiful? Come on, I see black women that are beautiful every day. That's nonsense. There's something else to it.
So I say you brought a couple of your previous works, right?
Yeah.
So in addition to being a documentary, you are a spoken word artist. You are an MC. Is that correct?
Do that.
And you're an author. So let the people know a little something about.
Let's see if they can. So this is a book of poetry. It's called Black Eye on America. I did that when I was in my last year of pharmacy school at Howard University. And that's me. I took that picture right there.
real HU?
Malcolm with the microphone. Hey, come on, you can't do that to me, man. I got Hampton and Howard folks looking. They're gonna lynch me. They're gonna lynch me, brother.
My bad to the other HU.
Don't do it, man.
I mean,
See the sweater he's wearing.
they're
though.
both HUs, right? So
Y'all
See
understand,
the sweater.
you understand I'm gonna have a black eye tomorrow because of y'all, man. And then these just the this is just a music album. This is a great album.
So I like this. The porn. Let people know what the porn
Oh
means.
man, see the thing is people understand porn is a very essential thing in life. Everybody needs to engage in porn, but it stands for poetry, oration, rhythm, and narratives. That's what porn stands for. But it is it's kind of like the Love Jones soundtrack, New Millennium version, live jazz, spoken word on it.
Brother
all
of the
done
Night.
by Hampton Howard at Norfolk State production.
All right.
Very good.
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna get these people's opinions on some of our topics, so they can join us live on the corner. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
From the corner.
All right, and we are back on the Listen Vision, on Live in the Corners, joined by our guests, DJ Soyo and Samari Swagger.
Yes.
So, of course, this wouldn't be the corner if we didn't talk a little shit, right? So, everybody's favorite
Let's get
number,
ready.
45, just can't seem to let his ego go. Just can't seem to let other people have their moments or movements, I should say. So this past weekend was a year anniversary of the nationally Women's March, followed by another Women's March. And, of course, 45 just could not help but make it about him. As you see, beautiful weather all over our great country. A perfect day for all women to march. Get out there now to celebrate the historic milestones and unprecedented economic success that actually Obama brought on, that we should say, and wealth creation that he damn sure brought on, and has taken place over the last 12 months, slowest female unemployment in 18 years. I actually expected him to say unemployment and pussy walking.
God damn.
Did he write that?
I mean,
That
that's
into your head.
That's what came in. When I remember that tweet, because he grabs him. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy, that shit is deep.
That's what he
That
said.
shit is deep.
You know,
bro.
I'm saying because like when I read that, I'm like, dude, they're marching in defiance of you.
Right.
First of all,
Right. That was the whole point. And he's really talking about, hey, like they're doing it for him. Like, thank you. Like a thank you march or something.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
and then he tried to take credit for Obama's success with the unemployment. The rate. Right?
True.
So, how does someone like he can't be that delusional to know that this is not in response to him? There's no way he can. I mean, he might not believe it, but he knows it because someone's telling him. You right? There's no way he cannot know that. He's not that oblivious. So, how do you turn?
I don't know.
How do you? No, I mean, trust me. People are telling him this. He doesn't believe it though because you know he's who he is. So, with that, how do you get out there and turn something that's against you about you?
That's pimping.
Oh, he's a pimp.
That's pimping. He two eyes. He's ignorant and he's arrogant, and he knows if I can control the narrative, and control the media, it is what it is. He's the one that's talking about fake news. You know what I'm saying? Now, I dictate what real news is. So
The thing is there are still people out there that believe in that shit. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Somebody
regardless
read that
of
and
whatever,
did-
he has a strong hold over the nation right now. And
Somebody
people really
actually
truly believe
read
in this
that
guy.
and believed it. They didn't take the same approach that we did. There's somebody actually read that and said, "Oh wow, that was really nice of him."
Well, speaking of the fake news, so there's a teenager in Michigan, somewhere in Michigan. He called CNN's head office in Atlanta 22 times. I'm going to drive down there. Y'all fake news. I'm going to kill y'all, this and the other. 22 times. Mm-hmm. So, him spewing, fake news is catching on. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So when you see a tweet like this, it's like, okay, well, what else is going to happen? Because if women are marching in defiance of you and you still not give them their respect, I mean, where's it left? What's left?
Well, at
Nothing on this bastard.
Right.
Nothing else is left on him, man.
But at the same time, this is the same president that was when he was campaigning, he espoused the whole thing of like, look, when I'm having my rallies, if somebody's acting up, punch him in the face. So he advocates violence. So I'm not surprised if somebody says they're gonna come down and do X, Y, and Z. They probably root for it. And the other thing, when he said the lowest unemployment for women in 18 years, it's like, but yeah, you forgot that in 2009, Obama signed the Lilly Ledbetter Act for equity and gender pay. You know what I'm saying? So that's 2009. Come on, it's not.
So speaking of gender pay, everybo's favorite Maryland comedian.
Oh, you got to put the emphasis on the Maryland, huh? That's the only fucking thing. That's all. Hey, no, he's been waiting all week
Baltimore.
for this part right the fuck here so he can say the Maryland comedian.
I'm giving a shout out to Maryland. They have,
Bruh,
they have
shit.
Maryland can boast of
Here we go.
Here we go.
Murderland, right?
Baltimore versus
bloody,
Maryland.
bloody more Murderland, right?
Oh my God, I can't believe this shit is going
So
down right
no,
now.
I'm just saying Maryland could boast of having a, I guess, somewhat renowned and Oscar winning.
Make sure you say that.
An Oscar winning for her role in Precious comedian Monique. Monique's not a fan of Netflix, to put it lightly. Right? So she on Friday, made a video talking about boycott Netflix in response to her $500,000 that was offered to her for a special, whereas Dave Chappelle got $60 million.
Yeah.
Amy Schumer, who I don't even know who the hell he is.
For
honestly.
a two-part, hold up, but for a two-part comedy special, I might add. You know what I'm saying? Like he kept, after the New Year's joint, he was,
But if you break it in half, it's $30 million, right? If you do
Yeah, right.
And Amy Schumer, who I only know from like Gap commercials. I've never seen anything she's done. I don't know if she's funny or not. The fact that I don't know who she is doesn't mean that she's deserving of $13 million.
She was okay. I was listening to her when she was an up and coming comic, and she was pretty funny. She was pretty funny, but I don't know about
Is she
recently.
worth
Oh, so you
that
keep
amount of
saying
money?
she was-
Hey, look, evidently because she sold out Madison Square Garden twice. Jesus Christ, what the hell?
What's her different?
Like,
What's her demographic though? What's her audience? Who's
you know what? Because I listen to her. I don't know.
Majority
It might be middle-aged black men. I don't know.
No.
I listen to her. Hey, I love her comedy.
Sex doll lovers, right? No.
White women.
I think it's safe to say that majority of her fan base are white folks. Probably majority white women.
Right.
So then you have Monique, who has won an Oscar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who had a good 5 to 10 year run. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in the last 10 or so years, she's been quiet. The most headline news she's made recently was when she called out Lee Daniels and had something to say about Oprah. But that wasn't anything for her work. That was just something she was feeling. Right. So, Monique, the Parkers, which was somewhat, you know what I'm saying, somewhat funny. But like I said, the last 2 years hasn't really done anything. Is she worth more than $500,000?
No.
I mean,
Why
but
y'all say
why you mad, son?
Why y'all say no?
I don't know what she's worth, but if she feels like she should be more, because
You fight for it.
You fight for it. I think the backlash has come, at least in my opinion. Now, I haven't followed everything she said, but just the statement alone, it felt like this. It felt like, hey, people, black people, they're not paying me what I think I should get. Therefore, there should be a movement to get me more money. That's how
I think the key
that's
word.
how it
Hold
translated.
The key word here that everybody seems to be missing is the word shame. Okay, she should be damn ashamed that she disappeared for 11 years. Didn't go out on top as the number one comedian. Period.
Dave Chappelle.
You dig what I'm
been
saying?
gone too,
Didn't have a show at that time that was number one in the nation, and people are still recycling that information over and over again.
That right now,
And you expect her to get paid like 60 million? Who the hell listens to her? You can't tell me one joke.
What I'm saying is,
One.
what I'm saying is this. I think where it rubbed people the wrong ways when she tried to make it a movement, and it doesn't feel like a movement.
I don't think it's a movement either.
At least based on the first statement. I don't know based on that, that's what it seemed like to me. Everybody helped me get more money as opposed to, hey, all comedians, look what Netflix, they're not treating us fairly. Let's all come together. It didn't feel that way. It didn't feel organized. That's what it felt like. But should she get 500,000? Should she get $1 million? I don't know. I don't know the rates. I don't know how it works. I don't think a lot of people know exactly how people should get paid, but it is a very hard argument with a lot of black comedians are on Netflix. A lot of women are on Netflix, and they're getting paid. So, is it because of you personally or because you're a woman and black? Like, that's where the thing comes in at.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, how y'all doing? Thank you for having me. My name's Jamon Donnell. I'm a stand-up comedian here in D.C., right? And let's
get your honest opinion on this.
Okay, all right, so I actually had a statement on Facebook that said Monique needs to shut the F up and hustle, all right? We're in the 21st century, right? We're in the 21st century, right? That means that now we have platforms that we can honestly control. Y'all, this is y'all platform. Y'all run y'all platform right here at Listen Vision. Listen Vision, as long as whatever it is, y'all have to meet their criteria to stay right there, and they allow y'all the freedom to speak on what y'all speak on, y'all can do that, right? Y'all are creating your own ad space, right? So Monique needs to understand that we're in the 21st century. Stop begging, because what she just did was stand before everybody and say, ban them because they won't give me. The key word in that sentence was me. It wasn't like as if it was a group of female, a group of female comics that was lowballed. Because if you do your research, I'm on the pulse of this stuff. Wanda Sykes said they offered her less, but she kept her mouth shut and she understands you hustle. She went over to another company, which got her money.
More money than
but
that,
now let's back this up to just being real regular people, no matter how much money you got. I don't care if you're a trillionaire, $500,000 is a lot of money, right? Boom. Now let's do time over money because that's what business is, right? They asked her for 30 minutes for $500,000. Now let's do the math. Who would take 30? I would do a lot of stuff for $500,000 as long as it's not degrading or ripping me out of my soul. But if in 30 minutes, like we know people that do stuff for 30 minutes and be like, "Why did I do that?" But guess what? How often do you do something for 30 minutes at $500,000 and you get the chance to say, "Why did I do that?"
I will pose this question. I'm a DJ, right?
Okay.
So there's certain rates as a DJ I expect. Hold on, let me finish. You don't even know what I'm saying.
I was just going to say 10 songs, 3 minutes each.
It doesn't matter the number of songs. What matters is the service. It could be 5 songs I play for 5 hours. If that's what the client wants and that's what they get and people are happy, that's what matters. So it don't matter that.
Right.
That's not how we do the math on getting paid. How we do the math is I got to get my equipment. I got to do this party. I got to prepare. I could be giving up another gig because of this gig. There's a lot of factors, but what the point I was trying to make. So I actually had this happen, and not just me, DJs in general, women, men, it don't matter. I had somebody say, they actually tried to offer him a beer and pizza to do a gig at a club.
Oh, yeah.
That's a true story.
I understand that because I
But-
get offered
But
drugs
this is what
and
I'm saying. That is insulting.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I
That is
understand that.
insulting.
We didn't know that was an option.
So-
Yeah, it is. It is.
know,
But you got to be
no.
funny.
But-
If you're not funny,
but-
they'll give you
but
drugs.
That's
I feel you,
insulting.
bro.
Drugs and sex when you're
That's
funny.
insulting to me, right?
Right.
So I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm insulted by this offer. Okay, so then you got DJ Scratch, who,
Right.
that's an example.
DPMD's DJ.
He literally can command thousands of dollars.
Right.
His name, he brings a crowd, all that good stuff, right? So the same thing with her. She looking at the scale. Okay, they're getting all this money. You offer me 500,000 to her could be pizza and beer.
Well, I tell you what.
just-
So
She's an Oscar. She's an
I just want
Oscar
to
winning.
I just want to
She's an
interject real
Oscar-winning
fast. Hold on.
actress.
I just want to interject real fast because she compared.
But
No,
I'm
you
just
compare
saying, there
DJ
is
into
a
comedy.
rate.
Well, I
But
understand
what was
that.
Dave Chappelle doing
But
for
there
10
is
years?
a
Like
rate.
as far as
All right.
comics, this is
Huh?
the.
There
I'm about
is
to. I'm
a
about to.
rate.
He's relevant, but
I
he
can
wasn't
pull you
perfect.
up.
feels like
I can
somebody
pull
gonna
you
get
up on every.
clotheslined.
No,
Like,
listen.
doesn't it
I
just
can.
have that
If you
energy?
listen,
I say this.
No,
I say
if
this
you
right.
listen to me,
saying,
the mystique.
there is
Let's
a
talk one
rate.
thing. Dave Chappelle added mystique to his. You add mystique to who you are. You kind of command more money. You get it's the mystique. It's like, where is he?
So
We want to
who
see
says
him,
you
So, all
command
right,
the
all right. So,
money?
so with that being said, then let's take it like this. So you said that. What was Dave Chappelle's main thing? They wanted to pay him what?
He walked away
60
from
million.
50
50
million
million.
And he walked
and no
away.
control.
But why did he walk away?
No control.
Because when I
How
come,
much is
when
that
I
worth
come,
to you?
thank you. When
I
I
tell you
come,
what, when I saw the
when
video-
I come
There
for
you
what
go.
I deserve, when I come for what I'm worth, my value-added service and product that I bring to an industry, you pay me what I want. I don't want crumbs. I want the cake. Stop playing with me.
But he had the cake, and he had the cake.
No. He got a piece of the cake that they were willing to offer him.
I'll say this right. So when I saw the video, right, I'm listening to it. I'm one of the people. I don't believe that she should get more than 500,000. That doesn't mean I don't believe that she's not worth it. And I'm not saying it's a movement either because she's using gender and race. Well, Dave Chappelle's a black man, right? Dave Chappelle's a black man. Amy Schumer, I can kind of I can see that. I'll give you that. But the thing is, when you're offered something, if you go to a job, they offer you, they're assessing. They just pull a number out their ass. They're assessing, the workforce. They're assessing, so they supposedly have done their due diligence and saying, okay, this is what she's worth. Mind you, she hasn't done many, if any, comedy shows that no one can think of in 10 years or so, right?
She
So
does have a comedy show on Netflix right now. She do have one, that recent
Okay,
one.
so other than that, right? So how can you come in having a low output in a decade and expect to get millions of dollars?
Comedy is just that way. You got to stay relevant. You got to.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to
Like-
have your finger on the
Right.
pulse,
But there
and you
still
got to.
has to be a gauge.
But
If
then
you're
she
in the
also-
industry-
And you gauge her on the
Gauge
last.
how,
Now
big
she has
draw.
right.
You
Now
know what I'm saying? Like the last comedian.
I'm all for her knowing her worth. I'm not mad at her asking for it, but I'm not going to boycott Netflix because she was offered 500,000.
when she was plump and voluptuous, she attracted the voluptuous crowd.
And she was funnier to
You
me.
dig what I'm saying? And that's who she catered her comedy towards. You did.
So her weight
But now
has
she
to
done
do
lost
with her
weight.
value?
Actually,
Who the
yes,
hell gonna
because
hold her up
she
now?
would
They
stay
looking at
running
her like,
around.
young-
Wait, her weight has to do with her value.
The way she's seen, because she would run around talking.
I'm
listen to me,
serious.
hear me out.
So if I lose weight, I can raise my rates as a DJ.
No, but
No,
her weight,
no,
her
but
weight-
with
That
her-
doesn't make sense. Nah, I'm not going
Yeah.
to
Put it out front. Fuck these skinny bitches.
her weight was a
Fuck
main
these
part
little
of
skinny
her
bitches.
comedy.
That's what she
So,
said.
all right. Before,
That was her premise.
so
Right, but she can still talk about weight. That has nothing to do with she looks.
but
But that was her
her shtick. That was what she
She
did.
can still talk about weight. She's not a thin woman.
all right. So before someone gets stabbed, continue talking with the topic. We're gonna move on to a much safer topic.
I want to see this fight.
We're going to revisit this because I got a lot to say.
Hey, hold on, everybody. We've
We're
come
going to
too
revisit
far
this
for this
because I got a lot to say.
Go for it, please.
I got a lot to say about this.
My deal is relativity. Everybody was talking.
Oh my goodness.
After you say this, we're gonna get into another topic. So
I'm Terrence Hawkins. I'm the Duke of Comedy. I am
okay.
been in the comedy game for many, many years. What I'm saying is it's all about relativity. I heard somebody do the correlation of Dave Chappelle and then Monique. When Dave Chappelle left, absence make the heart grow fonder. When Dave Chappelle left, he left at the top when everybody was loving him. So what it did was make everybody's heart grow bigger for him. they was waiting and anticipating his comeback. When Monique left, she left a big girl, mad at skinny girls.
Yeah.
And now that she's a skinny girl coming back, now she's like, oh, no, well, wait a minute now. And I look like the one y'all gave that bag to.
Yeah.
So now I deserve the bag because I look like her.
Yeah.
Baby girl, your platform, everything has changed. Your premise, your setup, and your punchline has been, I'm a big girl, F you skinny girls, and now I'm ready to come back as a skinny girl and say, oh, you big bitches need to stop eating.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
But what it
Come
sounds
on.
like to me is
Come
y'all
on.
are saying she
Come
should
on.
not.
All right.
She doesn't have the right to negotiate what she's worth. That's what it sounds
No,
like.
she has
everybody
right.
saying.
She has
Hold
right.
on. Because I've been real quiet. Can I just say a little
Go ahead,
something?
go ahead.
I've been real quiet. First
That's
of
what
all,
I'm saying.
right
She
now,
has right. Yeah, she
right
has
now,
right.
what am I looking at, Brie? What's this right here? This is the Institute for Women's Policy Research, right? And so what they do is they collect data and statistics about inequity in pay. They said, black women, I want you to read this, all right? Because we got to start being real about this. What does it say? Read that in bold.
Hispanic women will have to wait until 2233.
That's me.
And you don't say.
Yeah, read it.
Black women will wait until
Black women.
2124 for equal pay.
So when we got the data and the research that's telling you that black women are at the bottom, along with our Latina sisters, we got the data, we got the facts. So now, is she wrong for arguing? Look, we got the data. We're in a capitalistic system that is willing to oppress you if you don't negotiate your worth. So I'm coming to the system saying, look, you trying to give me $500,000, but I feel like I'm more than that. We got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation. Maybe it's $600,000. I don't know. However, but she has the right to negotiate that. Bang on the beast.
I think that's what involved everybody. the wrong
Let's
way.
make it real simple. Let's make it real simple. Let's make it real simple.
Yeah.
I got it
that's
real
what
good.
I said. That's the part that I think rubbed people the wrong way. If she would have came like, hey, that's where it was like, I don't know about this, Monique.
Woman thing or black woman,
Right.
Yeah, but
or black women in pay. If she left it at that and stopped dragging everybody in, maybe she would get some sympathy. Other than that, she was dragging other people in. Yeah. You know what I mean? Nothing.
So I tell you something else that makes no damn sense.
Here we go.
So this trend has been a troubling trend, by the way, has been popping up. It's called the Tide Pod Challenge, and we got a clip of what people are actually doing with Tide Pods. You would never believe this shit. Jacob, the Tide Pod Challenge clip, please.
What do you make of this? A dangerous online trend, kids swallowing laundry pods, putting it on YouTube for everyone to see. And tonight, ABC Action News has confirmed there are new cases showing up here in Florida. Good evening, everyone. I'm Paul Legrone.
And I'm Laura Harris. It's called the Tide Pod Challenge. Hard to believe that we're even watching videos like this. As ABC Action News reporter Ashley Yor explains, this joke has very serious health consequences.
It's all fun and games till somebody ends up in the ER.
And those trips to the emergency room now more likely as teenagers join in the Tide Pod Challenge, biting Tide Pods and recording it, like in this video. Poison Control first got calls about toddlers eating Tide Pods, seeing these bright colors thinking they're candy. They added child lock zippers and warnings on the packaging, but that likely won't help with teens.
You're playing with fire. It could be something really dangerous. It might seem fun and try to get views, but it's really, you are taking chances.
They got that.
So I'm just trying to figure out where do I start? Hey, what you want to say, man?
So I want to know.
Hold on. Where do you start?
Where do I start?
Where do you start?
Bob, go ahead, Bob.
What I want to know, right, is who was the first person to do it, right?
And why?
Not the dumbass. No, they're not the dumbass. Who was the second person who watched
was
the
the
first
dumbass.
person? You recorded this person eat the junk, and you said, "Hey, my turn too." You stupid man.
Look,
nah,
I give two people, but who decided to make it a challenge though?
Your mama,
Right.
internet,
Right.
your parents. What your parents say? What the parents say? I'm gonna wash your mouth out with soap.
So I'm trying to picture right. You in your kitchen chilling, right? You in the kitchen chilling. I need something a little spicy.
No, the question is how high? Hold
Wait,
on.
you know
You know
what
what
it
I'm
tastes
saying?
like?
No.
And then I'm gonna look underneath the sink and give it a Tide Pod.
Don doesn't do it.
No,
Can't swallow it, gargle it.
bruh. The question is, how high are you to do some shit like that? And what are you high over?
But you know what though?
ain't weed.
I probably damn sure ain't weed. I promise you, majority of those that took part in the challenge were not high. They were sober and in their quote unquote right minds. So again, I'm just thinking like you sit around. What makes you what consciously comes into your mind? Say, you know what? I'm going to consciously eat a Tide Pod. And then I make it into a challenge. Now, if you notice, they don't swallow. Cause that shit burns your tongue. Now, so you don't swallow, but you bite. It's a Tide Pod. No matter what. If you swallow or bite, it's a Tide Pod. It should not be bitten into.
Girl, you never goggle.
That's disgusting, man.
This is a crazy ass trend, bro. This is a crazy ass trend.
It's the age
What
of
was it- hold on, hold on.
narcissism.
What was it with us when we was growing up? Like
Everybody want to be famous. We ain't had YouTube.
We were sniffing markers, but that's all right. Look how we turned out, though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it was,
Glue.
nobody drank. I think huffing was popular back then. Like
Yeah,
huffing
you know what I'm saying?
with markers and shit.
Right.
Hey.
It's still not cool.
Honestly, I think it's the age of narcissism, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people get enough love and attention and energy, and so they do whatever they can to get likes, subscribers,
I think they
people to
just
follow
think
them.
it's funny.
And so they do that shit
That's,
online.
hey,
Like,
hey,
yo,
shit, funny about that. I tell you what, I used to live in
They
Hawaii.
think it's funny. I didn't say I thought it was funny.
So
They do.
I used to live in Hawaii, and so like every year it would be like 12 or 13 shark bite victims. I'm like, first of all, why are there 12 to 13? You know, why is it 2 to 13? If you see 2 people get bitten by a shark, you might not want to go to those waters. So if 4 people are hospitalized behind Tide Pods, why are there 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Because I'm different, man. What you mean? My body's strong.
And when you young, you invincible, bro. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, you are invincible. You can do anything.
it's all about
You know?
attention.
But Tide Pods, my people, why? Like, you can do any type of challenge out there, yeah. You can do like the million backflip challenge. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking.
That's a good challenge, though.
Right, hell yeah. Like anything, eat as much.
Can you drink enough water challenge?
So it's the
Something?
tide. It's the tide that's messing it up.
It's the fucking
So like,
Tide,
if it was the
bruh.
Family Dollar generic one, that'd be cool.
That'd be better. That'd be
Shit,
better.
man.
That'd be better. That'd
It's
be
just
better.
that, bro.
Nah,
Because I can't understand how you could come up with that concept.
Again, I'm trying to think like someone. The first person that did it, they. The first person that ever did it. I'm just trying to think like what.
They're
what?
like older.
Yeah, this.
They're probably high on synthetics and thought
That-
it was like candy. Was like that looks.
No, there was. It's that damn K2 they hired for. That's what it is. That's what that's
Oh, now y'all the DEA. Now y'all over here solving fucking drugs crimes and shit on the air. Okay, all right. I see y'all.
Yeah, it's
like
like, I tell you to follow up that crazy story. Whenever I go to a baby shower, I expect certain things. I expect you know baby games. You know,
Oh, no.
Pick the baby's name or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But apparently
How
that's
many baby showers you been to though?
how many baby showers?
Yes.
I've been to a few.
Like 5, 10, 15, 20?
No, about
3?
five. About 5.
Okay.
About 5.
This is just saying.
Right, I'm just saying, right?
When
And
you're a woman, you go through
I get
5 a
right.
year.
So you know stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You pull out the pinky blues, shit like that, right? That's what I'm used to. But apparently, this unknown baby shower took baby showers from here to the umpteenth level, and we got a clip of that. Jacob,
I know nobody else is gonna
Jacob?
do it. I know nobody else is gonna do it in the room, but I'm gonna do it for us.
Jacob,
okay?
you all right?
Everybody.
Whatever.
That is a motherfucking baby shower. You dig me?
Now,
That is so amazing.
You gonna want to have your
Who
mom
is this
there?
baby mother of it?
That
You gonna
is
have your mom there?
I gotta know, yeah.
best
Now-
baby shower of
Your
That
2018.
shit was
grandmother-
repugnant. That was some
Hey,
repugnant
that
shit.
is- that is some amazing footage. Right
You know what?
there.
Now,
You know
I'm guessing it's like the circle of life, right? Baby shower. Well, how are babies made?
Right there.
Take trippers home. That's how babies
Don't
made.
try
So
to-
I'm guessing. I'm just saying, right?
Getting a twist. Come on.
I'm
stop
saying
it.
like how else are babies made? But have to have a stripper, right?
They come
Makes
from
sense
the
to
shower.
me. Makes sense to
Man,
me.
she-
No, it
they-
don't.
If
No,
they
it
not
don't.
married, if they
Boo
not
that
married,
man.
she trying to seal the deal with that joint right there.
I mean,
man.
have you ever had the idea of making it rain at a baby shower though? For real?
Hey, bro, I don't mind.
I mean,
It's like I said, it's Republican
I mean,
shit.
imagine-
So wouldn't mind.
did we notice any baby shower gifts?
Bro, you know how exciting
All
shit
that
is?
money went right to
Hold
that
on,
stripper.
hold on. Imagine all the women.
I see no
Man,
cake.
hold
No
on.
You saw
gifts,
cake.
nothing.
You saw cake. Cake was
Hold
all
on,
in the
but
face.
Understand this. In the background, you see women, right? They are up there going home and telling their husbands that what they missed, and they're gonna be like, "Son, who is pregnant?" They're gonna be trying to knock their wives up just
Immediately,
so
if
they
not so.
Man,
get a
look.
stripper.
To any of my friends watching, I need you to have a baby shower. You ain't gotta be pregnant. Just have a baby shower.
Man.
Right? Just have a baby shower.
Just have a party. Go to a strip club.
But look, like if you saw the video, there was no gifts. You didn't see no cake you could eat. Well, you could eat that kind of cake. You didn't see no food. Cake, right? So imagine you're out here trying to pick out baby names. You doing this while playing games, right? So shout out to that person, I guess, for being definitely original because that's
No, I
different right there.
got to speak on that for a quick second, though, man. On some real shit,
You
though.
gonna
Real
be
talk.
quiet
You know,
the
I
whole
got-
time, and then right at the end, you
You gonna whistle
because
at the
you
end?
know,
Make your point.
I
Alright.
gotta let them air it out. I just gotta give
Okay,
my little
okay.
real quick. I'm just saying it's real talk, though. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
baby
no,
shower.
it's-
You know what I'm saying? Like we descending into
We joking now.
depravity.
We all
you know what I'm
joking.
saying?
You
Yeah,
know what
but
I'm saying?
you
Some
know
of
we
us.
descending into depravity, man. Like you supposed to really be cherishing this type of shit, and now we bringing a whole stripper shit from the club into that type of. I mean, to me, it's just like I don't know. It's
Tacky?
funny to see online, but in real talk and reality, the shit ain't cool. That's me personally. I stand on my
I
square.
agree.
Man, there is no way in the hell that ain't cool.
Hey, and he's into it. You have
There
it.
is
It's
no
cool.
damn way you just said that.
So you be comfortable about
So you-
baby shower with
so
your mom,
it's
your
your baby
grandma,
shower.
your aunt,
It's the baby
what
shower.
better way to bond over your baby with a good stripper,
right?
bro?
With your
come
mom.
on. You're damn straight.
Oh my God.
You're damn straight.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Have a ball.
Somebody call his mom right now and ask her. Call his mom right now and ask
She
her.
don't have no cell phone.
Yeah, but I need to know for sure this is cool with your mom. I don't believe it.
So, and I don't know why these two people have dug up these bag of bones. So apparently, Ja Rule is so inclined to reignite his
Hell
beef
yeah. Hell yeah, beef.
with
Let's go.
reignite his beef with 50 Cent. So he has
You about to get dug up and reburied.
some texts. I mean some tweets. Jacob, we're gonna show you. So if you notice, he hashtag at O'Shea Jackson Jr., which is Ice Cube's son. And you want to know how he come into this? So 50 Cent, O.J. Jackson Jr., and cast members of a movie, Den of Thieves, was in Big Boy's neighborhood out 92.3 Power in L.A. And somehow or another, Big Boy had the idea to bring up 50 Cent. And we have O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s take on that, which then brought 50 Cent into it.
Him. I like Ja Rule. I was a
So do
fan.
I.
You know, I digged it. I was into it. He came out, threw the CD right out my grandma's car. Really? It's not for me. Nope.
This is not for me.
That's not for me. That's not for me. Let's see how the streets like this.
Man, have you and Ja, have y'all had any contact with each other? Like no airports or no
What?
Well,
like
one time we was on an airplane together. We rode the airplane. I forgot where we was at, but we came on and he was on the airplane.
is that awkward? In 2018, if you seen Ja Rule, it's not like some on site type
I
of
done
stuff,
put
right?
him to bed.
Okay.
dude. You
All
know?
right.
Like if you go,
There you go, man.
if you had
You the one who brought his name up.
No.
It's your fault.
You the one. And you talking about throwing CDs out the window?
Between me and 50.
So which then provoked Ja Rule's Twitter tirade. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Before 50 Cent came out, I liked Ja Rule. And like most sheepless people,
Terrible.
I fell for it when when 50 came out. You know, I ain't buying any Ja Rule CDs, but I thought what he did, he had his lane. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice, 50 Cent came out, killed his career. They took his style, the singing and everything. So you know,
That's true.
you know what I mean? So I can see how Ja Rule feels some way about it, man. But this is 10 years later, bro.
This is whack.
Your last album with double styrofoam, bro. So ain't no one, ain't no one checking for it, man. Murder Inc. The only thing that Murder Inc. got going on is Irv Gotti got his tails on what VH1. So you know, man, just go ahead, man, go off into the sunset, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, he don't have no.
No, I'm saying, I mean, I'm sorry, the Beef Sunset. I mean, he can make albums.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't lie.
He need to leave. He need to leave the 50 Cent thing alone.
Yeah, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Why?
You want
Why should he leave it alone?
What's the point?
Because Ja Rule right now is the equivalent to Monique.
Yo, I was just about.
No. Hey, and you notice I still say he has the right. My opinion did not change. He has the right.
He got real talk.
That was a good one.
He got the right to do
That was a
it.
good one. Man, I love when we have crowd participation. Man, I love this. I love this, right?
That was
He
on
was
point.
holding that in.
He was holding that in. He was waiting for that one. He was waiting for that one. Yeah, so I mean, are we in agreement? Ja Rule should just go ahead and go about his business?
He can make music. You never know what people that criticize. I just don't think he need to battle 50 Cent again.
If that's the only way he can make his name, people talk about him, then that's what he needs to do.
I mean, I honestly, when's the last time you actually said Ja Rule? Just now, right? Just now. Okay, there we go. So no, this sex robots, man, that's a new phenomenon. Well, it's not a new phenomenon. It is a wildly catching on phenomenon. So much, in fact, there's a brothel in Barcelona, Spain, that has replaced all of their real live flesh and bone women with sex robots.
No, I'm good.
Did they come up with a cleaning system for these?
One step at a time.
This is what I said. They replaced real live breathing women with sex robots. Right? So now it's getting to the point now that the industry has blown up, with these sex robots going 15, 20 G's a pop, that now, they're making men sex robots.
It is time for us to start ignoring shit like this. I swear to God, like the big problem lately has been of course the sex toy dolls, right? Mm-hmm. And so now they've automated them, right? Yeah. This is some diabolical shit.
This is Skynet right here, man.
Like dead ass, man. And then it's gonna be supervised in a brothel. It's gonna be encased in a brothel, right?
Mm-hmm. And you pick out
Shoot
your
them
robot.
like
How do
Westworld.
they
It's like
clean them
Westworld.
right after? Like I can only imagine it's an assembly line of people out there.
One step at a time. Somebody ask a question.
Really want to get to know these dolls.
Tide
So how do they
Podcast.
sanitize this shit, man?
With a Tide Pod.
That's the lube and shit.
But they getting real like specific with it, like the texture, the temperature, all of that, like lubrication.
Sir,
Yeah.
just a question. Have you ever had sex with the sex doll?
Not at all.
You said the texture, you was into it.
Because it's the tease. It's the tease of a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's the texture, it's the touch, it's the temperature.
Yeah, bro,
you know what I'm saying?
So I was watching on Viceland. We can't show the video because we would get banned from YouTube. But on Viceland, they show like a make that they toured a sex doll factory. I mean, this thing is huge. There's a whole factory for sex dolls, right? So and they made a male sex doll. A well-known white woman porn star slept with
Mr. Trump,
the male doll, and she said that her being the professional she is, she could not tell the difference between a real live man and a sex doll.
Bullshit.
Stop it.
Bullshit. See, this is the problem. Virtual
I mean, she went through the whole thing. Like she went through like everything. Like it was no just like it was real sex.
virtual vaginas and digital dick would never replace the real shit. Period.
hashtag that nigga right.
Hashtag you're right.
Everybody
The
out there
doctor on the panel has spoken.
Everybody out there that is hearing this mad, this young, this is the best shit out here. I swear to God, man. Classic stuff, man.
I mean, I'm just thinking, right? So one bot goes 15 to 20 G's, right? So, and if there's a factory, I'm thinking ain't but like maybe the 1% that can actually afford these dolls. Right. So I'm not for paying for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather you pay 15 G's worth of flesh human being. But I guess after you're done, you can, I don't know, man.
Wait, what? I'm missing the point.
No, I'm saying, I mean, like, just how long
he would rather.
don't
He would rather that 15
It's electric.
If you want to spend 15 G's on sex, right? I'd rather you take that money and spend it on a real life, person.
On an actual worker.
Look, if you buy a sex bot,
sex slave?
if you buy a sex bot, you are a sexual
God's
deviant.
green earth.
Are you talking about a sex
What
slave?
on God's green earth on a woman would cost you $50,000?
$1,000.
You know, I'm saying
What on a woman costs $50,000?
I said if you're going to.
1,500, I said.
Oh,
I said if you're going to buy
That's what I
15 G's
That's
worth
cheaper.
of sex, it makes more sense to do it with a real life person, right? And because you have to be a lonely person to buy a robot.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Let's not forget this actually happens though, because what you're saying
her
happens.
stomach might be a microwave.
Don't forget, this is DC. Don't forget the DC
don't talk too
Madam,
fast.
where you had all the Capitol Hill congressmen
stomach
that
is
had
big.
all these Ashley Madison call girls that were paying them G's. Even you think your boy Trump, how much did Trump pay that porn star?
130.
Okay, all right.
130.
So at 15,000, you do the math.
Yeah, especially when you got a receipt to of the action, you can just then you can clean her with a Tide Pod on your tongue. Because if you put the Tide Pod on your tongue and you go to work on her, you getting everything all in one. Don't say please. It's, don't beg for it. Don't beg for it.
Stupid.
You don't know what you might hear on Live from the Corner. I'll tell you that.
You're not helping. You're not helping.
Just saying.
I mean, damn, what a way to end the show, but social was, right? We thank you for tuning in. Right. We thank you for tuning in to another live of the world famous Live from the Corner. I'm Breezy Taylor. You can reach me on social media, Instagram, Twitter at Breezy Taylor. That's BREAZY Taylor. Facebook /breezy.taylor.5. So you let people know where they can find you and book you so we can put some money in your pockets.
DJ Soyo at djsoyo.com. DJ, just the letters SOYO at djsoyo.com. And Facebook, DJ Soyo, and Instagram, same thing, and Twitter.
Dr. Swag?
Twitter, DocSwag06. YouTube, just type my name, Samori Swaggart. Facebook, same thing. That's it, basically.
Hey, y'all, man, what's up?
Man, you can hit me at AI McDowell Ferguson on FB. And it's Red Nose 1999 on IG and Red Nose 199 on Twitter. And the Red Nose stands for the Pitbull, not the clown.
How about it, kid?
Homie, don't play that.
How about it, kid?
And if you want to learn more about the G-Mix, you can hit us up at the THE G-Mix, DMV at gmail.com. And you can watch out for our first video on Scratch Vision coming up in about a week or two.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you to people, great people at Vision, and we are out.